Masterclass is all about think big by visualizing what can be done in the future. Now, this is really, really powerful, and especially because we're in October. So I'm just going to stop the image screen for a moment. So I've got on purpose behind me, I've got a couple of people here that have been to Egypt with me recently. Say hi to Sandra, very much. So welcome, welcome. That think big by visualizing what can be done in the future. That was my dream, to always go to Egypt and to be between the paws of the Sphinx with people. And 3 times it didn't happen, but I kept on visualizing and thinking big that it's going to happen, it's going to happen, it's going to happen. So I'm just going to stop the screen sharing so that it's not, because it will zhuzh around for a moment, just so that you can focus on me and the short masterclass this morning. So what do I mean by think big? When we think big, we actually get out of our comfort zone, we get out of what's comfortable, we get out of thinking small, and we can't have thinking big. Is that we are pure potential. That is number one. And that in that pure potentiality, you can be, do, and have anything that you want, anything. So whether it be, for me, was taking people to Egypt, and as I mentioned, Sandra, I felt very blessed. She was on the Egypt Just Gone return, and taking people in that bigness. It's like, I want people to come and have a journey. The next part is visualizing. Now, a lot of people will say, Jen, I can't visualize. I'm not a visual person. I can't see the image, etc., etc. I totally disagree. If you dress yourself, you have had a visual perspective of something. Or if you've done your hair, or you've bought a phone, which I cracked my phone the last day I was there, definitely time for a new phone, that in that visualizing what you want, your brain is like taking a photo of what you want. And I'm asking you and inviting you right now to go really big. We're in October energies, which in Southern Hemisphere is all about practice, practice, practice what you want, so that November energies, you master it. And because today is the 21st, while we're recording this, the 21st is number 9 and number 8, I should say. And number 8 is, this is me, this is what I want, this is the bigger picture, I can see it. Now, I'm breaking it down so that you understand these are part of the secret codes of living your best life related to Mystery School. What can be done in the future? And we used to do this as children. It would be like, wow, when I grow up, I want. When I grow up, well, I'm asking you to tap back into that when I grow up, but not when I grow up. Right now, what can be done in the future? Because you have an aspect of yourself that is already there. Now, I call it your future self. I call it your ego self, the one that plays the monkey mind that says, oh, can't do it. Oh, it doesn't work, and it didn't work before. There's that part. And there's another part of us, which it's been seen as like the angel and the devil, or in cartoons, angel and devil. There's a future part of yourself that has already been there. So we're actually going to tap into her or him or they or them, and I say they or them because it might be an animal, it might be an amoeba, it might be um, a being from another dimension, past, present, or future. It might be a crystal, it might be a fruit, it could be anything. And so I want you all right now, whether you're walking, lying in bed, having a cup of tea, driving, this is safe to do while you're driving as well, is I want you to tap into your future self. Your future self has a name. And I'd like you to ask your future self, what is their name? So I'm going to tell you mine. My future self name is Crystal, Crystal. Now, I knew of her when I was 8 years old. I remember being in the staff room of the teachers of my primary school, and being in that staff room, and I was washing the coffee cups. And I remember washing the coffee, which was a privilege back then. I wouldn't do it now, but it was a privilege to go into the staff room with the school teachers and wash the coffee cups. And I remember standing there washing the coffee cups, thinking, why did they call me this name when my name is actually Crystal? It wasn't a past life. It was of my future self. She already knows. And your future self, so I want you to tap in, number one, and if you're watching the recording, actually do this as well. Tap into your future self. What is their name? Now, it might be a sound if it's from another dimension or place. It might be not of this world. It might be light language. As I said, it could be an animal. So, what is your future self's name? I'm going to say she because I'm using me as an example. My future self's name is Crystal. She already knows what is to be done, how it will be done. Everything is okay. And I can, in the quantum field, catch up with her, like step into her field at any time because she is in the bigness and she hasn't visualized, she is already in that part of me that I am accessing now. Now, this is beyond visual, this is beyond channeling or medium or any of those sort of things. You're actually going into the quantum field. And when you step into your future self, when I step into Crystal, it is already done. Now, it could be money, it could be weight loss, it could be partnership, it could be the outfit that you want, it could be anything, anything whatsoever. She has already been that you're just going to go into her field. And remember, I'm saying her because I'm using Crystal as an example. Go into that. And in that bigness is potential. There is no limits, no no's, no naysayers, no ifs, buts, no excuses, no reasons, explanations, or justifications. It has already happened. Now, all of the teachings from now on are aligning with 2025 and 2025 energies. It is done. And by doing this, it is already done. Think big by visualizing what can be done in the future because it's already done. Now, why is this important? Why did we teach it in mystery school? Why was it called mystery school? It was mystery school because it was a mystery of how come people like the high priestesses, goddess, shamans, wiccas, witches, mermaids, mystics, all of that. I'm just calling them high priestess. It's all the same thing. They had the ability to be in the quantum of the future, but there was no future. It was still now. And bring it forth here and understand it is done. And that's really important so that you can live your best life. Now, remember, I'm bringing it in everyday language. Why is it important today? It could be important because, I don't know, you want a gingham dress or you want to get a haircut done. Or now this is knocking off the old paradigm of car park angel. That's actually giving your power away, saying, oh, my car park angel gave it to me. We're moving beyond that awareness. It's not right or wrong. It's just an awareness. And in that thinking big, because there's no limits, you can be and do and have what you want. But it's understanding the why. Why do you want it? What's the feeling that you get from it? And when we tap into that feeling that it's already done in the future, and you can access your future self, I'm just doing this symbolically. Your future self could be anywhere, like I'm just saying it's here. That when you tap into her, there's a sense of self, a sense of security, safety, awareness, knowingness, certainty. And so therefore, you step out into the world every morning when you get up going, it always works out. You've heard me say this before. It's in the book, Secret Codes to Success. And so by thinking big and visualizing the future, what you're actually doing is you're stepping into the quantum field of the future, going, oh, yeah, and then bringing it back forth here, whatever it is that you want. What do you want? Why do you want it? So if we go, let's go the common things: weight loss, a relationship, money, a job. Let's go the four common things. It's the feeling that we actually want. If we go to weight loss, it's the feeling that we think we want: to be loved, to be lovable. Let's go relationship. Same thing. It's the feeling that we want to be loved. If we go the job, lovable. Same thing. It's the same thing. But really, when we tap into the future self, we understand that it's not by what we do or by what we have that we are in that state of perfection of love. It's understanding that I am complete and whole no matter what was said to me in a past life, in this lifetime, yesterday, or what I said to myself this morning, that I'm in the bigness of having everything always work out and be amazing. Always be amazing, no matter what happens. So then let's go back to the bigness of visualizing. So what can you do in today's world? Sure, you can have a vision board. You can do a Pinterest board. You can do a collage on your phone. With all the technology, you can make a little video and play that. You can look at your photos. You can have a screensaver. You can get a graphic designer or AI now to make something that makes it look pretty. You could draw it yourself to have a picture there that reminds you. So right here, I've got a vision board. And it's been there for a couple of years. It won't be there for next year. It's time to have something else. I already knew when I made that vision board, I already knew that I would have a 6-page spread about me, a medical intuition in a glossy magazine that would be in the Qantas Lounge and the Qantas magazines. I already knew. It's not ego. Why was it important? Because I have a mission of teaching people the superpower of intuition and medical intuition. That knowingness is from the future self. So there's definitely ways that you can create that visual technique. Or with the phone today, go back and look at your photos. But set an alarm. I don't know, 5 to 5 every morning or 5:55 every morning. Go back and look through your photos. Or have a particular photo that you look at that gives you a sense or a feeling of the future self that it's done. This is really important because then it gives that sense of certainty. And who are you? Why do people do courses? To remember who they are. What courses? Anything. It's mine or Gertrude or Frank's or wherever, is to remember who you are. And who you are is the most amazing person that's lovable, loving, loved, and loved. And in remembering that, you can live your best life. And in remembering that, you go out into the world, not with baggage, just a new day. It's like cleaning the slate every day and rewriting the story of how you want it to be. So if you're thought big, remember it's Monday morning. Those that are watching the recording, we now have it at 5 a.m. because of daylight savings. If you start the day, Monday, the week, Monday, at 5 a.m., thinking big and that anything is possible, what's the day like? What's the whole week like? And then the whole month as you add on all the lessons from Mystery School. And imagine visualizing. In actual fact, go back to your future self right now and get a name. And then, right where you are now, walking, even driving, you can do this. It's safe to do it. Or whatever you're doing, I want you to visualize. Just take a photo in your mind of somewhere you want to be. So at 3 o'clock this morning, I had a visual of in 2026, I want to be in Africa. I want to have a journey in Africa. And then the picture got bigger. Who wants to come with me in Africa? And then the picture got bigger to the mystery school related to Egypt in ancient times. And in that bigness, it was like I took a photo and went, and I could see us all on safari with the lions and the giraffes, the baboons, the hyenas. And there was a feeling and a sense. I was like, yeah, I want to experience that. I want to have the fun times. It's already done. It's already done. And imagine that when you do this, for those that have done goal setting with me in the Millennium Calendar, you're actually projecting that. You stepped into the quantum future, you brought it back as a memory, and then you're projecting it out so that it comes to you. You don't have to think about how, when, the money, or any of those things. It will happen. So much so, I've been projecting about possibly living in Egypt. And on this trip, I've had 5 people send me messages of places to live, land to buy, hotels that are up for sale, retreat places that are up for sale in Egypt. I didn't ask. It came to me. Bigger picture. And then my husband said to me on Saturday, hey, I'm thinking of coming to Egypt. He doesn't fly. He does not fly. It comes to me. What happens is you start to feel good. It comes to me. This is beyond the law of success or attraction or manifesting. These are mystery school of really living your bestest life. So I'm going to break the steps down again. Think, I want you to think big. Think big, 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 big. And in that thinking big, you can create a vision board, etc. I mentioned before, you can journal. I want you to visualize. How long do you visualize for? 6 seconds. No more than 6 seconds. Put the timer on. By the time you put your timer on, think about it. Timer will be going off again. It's all it takes is 6 seconds to visualize what you want. And what can be done in the future? Well, hang on a minute. It's already done. So even though today's lesson or this week's lesson is all about think big by visualizing what can be done in the future, it's actually already done. It's already done. How often do you contact your future self? Whenever you want. Or you can set an alarm every Monday morning, 5 to 5, 5 to 5 in the evening, whenever you want. Whenever you're stuck, access your future self. She already knows. She'll call you in. She'll tell you what to do. This is beyond higher self, by the way. So, what's the main thing you got from today's mystery school? What's the thing you got from the lesson? Think big, visualize. What can be done in the future? It's already done. Access your future self. I'm not teaching you guys. You're remembering. You already know this within you. It's just there at the moment because 2025 energies, which came in on the 23rd of September and overlaps 2024 energies, it is done. It's already here. Or I'm done with all things as well. So I'd love you to do some golden heart sharing so that we all learn and we all have the awarenesses. And if you can't speak, just type it in the chat, put a Y next to it so that I can read it out. It would be amazing. When we all share, we all learn. So think big by visualizing what can be done in the future. But remember, it's already done. The main thing is think big and visualize. Let's go to Leona, Sandra, and Monique.
Morning, everybody. My golden heart was future self. I'd forgotten all about that. Thank you.
Beautiful, Leona. Thank you, darling. Sandra, darling, can you unmute, sweetie? Can't hear you, darling. Gorgeous Sandra's in Turkey and we can't hear her while she's tapping. Ruthie's got It Comes to Me. Absolutely, Ruthie.
I'm free now.
Beautiful, darling.
Right. My future self after being on a trip to Egypt is getting back to my true self of traveling again. Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you, Sandra. Monique?
Yeah, morning, everyone. Mine was it's already done, like that 2025 energy. So thank you.
Pleasure, pleasure. And then we'll go to other Monique in Turkey. So she can unmute. While you're working out to mute. Lynn, thank you. I had an epiphany about this last night. Wow, is all I can say. And thank you for your validation. My absolute pleasure. Remember, you're remembering. I don't teach. So beautiful, Lynn. Monique, can you unmute, darling? Getting back to being self. Beautiful. Thank you, darling. Thank you. Let's go to Deb, Kim, and Kim's iPhone. I'm not sure if it's the same one. Let's go to Deb.
Well, I'm just thinking it is possible. Yeah, that's all.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Thank you, talent. We go to Kim.
Good morning, everyone. Mine was going to the world with a clean slate every day. Just a reminder of that. So thank you.
Can you say it again, Kim?
Go into the world with a clean slate every day.
Yes, 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 yes. Every moment is a clean slate. Not just in the morning, but something happens today, we can clean the slate, rub it out, and rewrite it straight away. And then Kim, is that your iPhone or is that someone else's?
Someone
Okay.
else.
Thank you, darling. Kim's iPhone, do you want to share?
Hi, it's me. Can you hear me?
If you can. We can't hear you, Kim. You're more than welcome to type it, darling, if you want to. So a little bit of practice for the week, either recorded or live. 1, visualize. 2, access your future self anytime you want. And 3, remember it's already done. It's in the future. It's already been done. It's already been created. The magic is already there. It's a bit like the Santa Claus. Children believe in Santa, that they're going to get whatever it is from Santa. It's still there, that magic. We just forget. We lose hope. And then my interpretation of hope, H, it's already happened. O, opportunity. P, possibilities. E, everything always works out. That you've always got this within you. It's just the remembering always, always. What do you want? Why do you want it? And practice, practice, practice. So make sure to stay with like-minded people that are going to think big as well. Visualize what you want. 6 seconds. What can be done in the future? Oh, wait, it's already been done. Your future self's already accessed it. And have fun. Remember to celebrate, because celebration is one of the keys to success and to life. So thank you, Super Souls, for joining me for the masterclass, especially after returning back from Egypt. We are back on deck again. Just a reminder that on the 28th of October, I'll be working away again, so there'll be no masterclass. After that, there's a masterclass every morning. So thank you so much from Turkey and New Zealand and Australia and everywhere else that you're all in. So much love to you all. Have fun.
Bye.